Alright, Shalom, Shalom. I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Bashem, Harakakadash, my mouth. Double honors to El's Apostle Jim, and Shalom to Akim, and Akwab, and this person in truth and sincerity. Coming with you with a lesson. I hope it's edifying. Alright. This is just kind of just to back up the brother Kanak. For what he did about his recent lesson. Maintaining our composure, right? You know, and what I was thinking, like, hey, you know, can't cast our pearls, before swine, you know. It was just dwelling on the topic. The brother did a great lesson on it. I'm just here to just to touch on some more about that topic. All right. So we'll start off with the book of Matthew 7:6. All right. So with the book of Matthew 7:6, and it says, I'm gonna start at verse 5. Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thy own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly, cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. All right. So, God, for they turn again and rend you, and that's a perfect precept. They go to that because we can't give our pearls before swine. We can't be quick to give somebody the spill because this is not our kingdom. Let's just say, for example, we do give somebody the spill, then we have a chance of being taken away from our family and being in a position where we can't do the work. That's why the Lord was telling us, don't cast our pearls before swine. And that's a very important topic and a very important subject. Just because, this place is a trap. It's a trap for us. It's a trap set, And it says in the scriptures, this place is a trap. This is Babylon the Great. This whole system is designed against us. All right. So that's why it's better to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Of course, we're going to have our moments. We're human. Of course, we're going to have our moments. This is the book of Proverbs 26. I'm going to start at verse 4. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him. Come on, man. Don't answer a fool according to that guy's folly. Because you're going to end up just like him. If your guy's real angry, you try to get a guy, hey, you do, and then you show the same thing back, and then it's going to cause more conflict and more conflict and more conflict, and all that could have been avoided. Or even when we out there, some guy who, let's just say, for example, I'm talking to a guy about the truth, and then the guy come over here talking about some Jeebus mess, man. We're not doing that. Talk to them guys for years. Of course, you're going to edify them, and they would like to listen, or they will somewhat listen, so we could kind of have a dialogue, a conversation, like two real men, instead of going back and forth, But actually dealing with the guy, yelling, screaming, getting vexed, we got to stay harmless and stay wise, man, harmless and wise. It say, answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him, Verse 5 of Proverbs 26, answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit, man. You know. All going back to, even when we do get vexed and we do get, in that moment, for example, or it's like it's weighing heavy on us, and it's like, I have to get it off my chest, Of course, we're going to have the moments. But then we got to realize it's a time and place, and it's every season, This is Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under heaven. All right? So each time you get into a state when you feel like you're getting vexed, or you're getting, pumped up, or you're getting angry, real mad, things like that, any type of emotion, and all this is just to build you and make you into a better man for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Instead of, just looking at it like that. It's the mistakes that matter. That's why the Lord said what? A righteous man falls 7 times and get back up. Of course, we're not perfect. We're going to fall upon this road. But we got to get back up and keep running that race. That's the main thing, and that's the main goal, I'm going to jump down to verse 5. Verse 4, a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, a time to dance, a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. It's a time for everything, And we labor in this truth, all right, for the time to come, to actually take part of the Lord's promise, take care of the promise, and of course we're gonna be here in Babylon in a vexed state. That's gonna happen. Because it says what? Ecclesiastes 2:17, therefore I hated life, because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me, for all is vanity and vexation of spirit. So yeah, man, sometimes we feel like, man, you know what? F this, man. And be ready to do it, man. But then we got to realize, man, we're not doing this for ourselves. We're doing this for our family, for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Ultimately, doing the work for him. And we also keeping it in mind, that everything has a time and place. Esau, false camps, these Christians, these Muslims, all these guys, man, they got a time and place. And the Lord is going to show he's going to make himself known, But they had a time right now to do whatever they want to do, to add more into that vexation, add more hell and death and spread it more. Because what? It's not the time. It's not the time for them to get put in their place yet. It's their time right now to do what they have to do in order for the, for the Lord's work to come through. We gotta be, we gotta be circumspect, making sure that we are keeping his commandments, making sure that we are keeping that tunnel vision to the Lord, man. That's the only thing that matters. All right? But that's it for this lesson. I hope it was edifying and shalom.